Every bride and maid of honor should read this comment section. Unhinged wedding hacks. Once you're all ready with your hair, makeup, and dress, lock yourself in the bathroom alone and stare at yourself because that's the last moment of peace the whole day. Provide pictures of the people you think the bartender should water down their drinks for. All the men stayed with my grandmother. They all went to bed and showed up on time. Hire a cleaning lady to clean your house while you're at the wedding. It was the nicest surprise ever when me and my husband went home to a super clean house after all the wedding chaos the week before. My dad carried $200 in ones. During the reception, every time someone did something he liked, a backflip, be silly, twerk, the worm, etc., he gave them $1. Kept the party going because everyone wanted money. My bestie and I hid in a room with a window and judged everyone's attire for my wedding. It was 10 minutes of pure fun in a hectic day. At my sister's wedding, she had an expensive liquor bottle aside for just her and the groom to do shots with. It was water. Have a DWA, designated wedding asshole, someone not a part of the wedding party, but you are still super close with. They are the person that handles anyone who is disrespectful on your day. All of my flowers, bouquet, etc. I took to the cemetery the next day for friends and family who couldn't make it. I'm creating a fake wedding planner email so I can respond to questions as nasty as I want without needing to save face. I bought cheap pashminas and scarves because I had a nightmare that people would show up wearing white. 3 women wore all white to my wedding and were forced to wear the pashminas as a result. Who wears white to a wedding? Tide Rescue, I am the hack. Wear a special perfume just for the wedding weekend and honeymoon. Wear it for special vacays and anniversaries in the future to bring you back to your big day. Smell is the most closely related to memory, so that's a good one. We're at the reception and our photographer insisted she needed more pics. Put us in a private room with plates of food. We actually got to sit down and eat. Would have been impossible without her. No dairy a week prior. I've never looked better in my life. I've also never done it again. If you haven't said happy birthday or Merry Christmas in the past year, immediately uninvited. Don't hire family for anything, even if they work in the industry. Just don't. Cardboard cutout of me and the groom in the photo booth so we didn't have to deal with the constant requests to join people all night. That's actually really fun. One bride, who I love and adore, had a dress code, and as her wedding photographer, she told me if they are not following the dress code, don't waste your time photographing them. If you have a problematic mother-in-law or random relative, assign your meanest friend or sibling to cover them like the Secret Service all day. That is their only job. Ask the DJ to tell the guests not to say goodbye and have them text you instead. You'll spend the last 2 hours of your wedding saying thanks for coming instead of dancing. We did this at ours. Very smart. I made our officiant say the following before the ceremony. Anyone caught in a photo with their cell phone or camera out will be sent a bill for the professional photographer. Worked like a treat. The QR code for people to upload pictures into a Google photo album. Such a hit. Had a friend walk around with a mic and an iPhone to interview guests throughout the reception. Cute. I don't think I was unhinged for buying ballroom dance shoes, but apparently on a couple of bridal forums this was seen as cheap. I had pretty feet that could dance for hours. We didn't do a garter toss or a bouquet toss. We gave an extra bouquet made to the longest married couple. It was 49 years. That's so sweet. Bring a hideous large t-shirt with you and give it to your day of coordinator to forcibly put on anyone who shows up in white. If they won't wear it, they're asked to leave. Favorite thing was doing a raffle for who could sign the marriage certificate as a witness. Guests drop their name in a box as they arrive, and at the end, the officiant draws a name. I was intentionally late to my own ceremony because I didn't want people walking in after me. I had wedding security who did kick people out that were acting up, but they were not forced to leave, just forced to hang out in the kids area. Ended up with 4 adults in there. A good tip is to glue your necklace clasp to the back of your neck with eyelash glue. Oh, that is a good one. I work in event planning, and we had a couple reserve the last 30 minutes of the reception for just them. They kicked everyone out and had the DJ put on a 30-minute playlist they made. Awesome. I scheduled an anxiety attack between the first look pics and walking down the aisle. Had it on my timeline, and yes, I did use that time as intended. Took Imodium the morning of because I couldn't fathom the idea of having a bowel movement in my wedding dress. Get married before your actual wedding and exchange vows privately. It made the whole day way less stressful just because the important part was already done. My best friend got married last weekend and I made sure to stay at the same hotel as her. Day of, I immediately gave her my room key so she could have uninterrupted time for pre-wedding booze. I had my husband's cousin be my phone person. Her job was to hang around me all day and snap live and candid pics of everything on my phone. Ended the night with 5,000 plus candid behind the scenes photos. Had my bridesmaids on interruption duty. If they saw me locked in a conversation, they would run up and break me away with something they need to steal me for. Gave me a chance to actually talk to everyone. If you have a big dress, put a box fan under the sweetheart table so you can put your dress over it and cool down. As a maid of honor, I wore a bigger bra and absolutely stuffed it with safety pins, valerian root, ibuprofen, oil blotting sheets, a fan. I mean, everything I could possibly think of was in the bra. Take your passport or license picture when your hair and makeup is done. That is brilliant. If you're not a bride yourself, share this with one because I would have loved this before my wedding.